Hi everyone, welcome to another iPhone app review. It's a game review today. We're taking a look at Above and Beyond Air Command. Wow, that's a pretty lofty title if you ask me. So Above and Beyond Air Command, there's really two different games in one here, and I prefer the one over the other, as I'll show you in just a minute. So essentially we have, let's go with a new game, and we'll put in TDL Live. You do know about TDL Live, right? 9 p.m. Eastern, Monday nights, here on the digitallifestyle.tv. Anyhow, so we're going to go with TDL Live. We'll go with Recruit here, the easiest of the three versions. Now, you'll hear the music playing. When I first played this game, there wasn't any music at all, and I thought, wow, that's sort of boring, but you can go in and turn it on if it's not on by default in the options. All right, so let's go ahead and play the arcade version first. This is the one I enjoy the most. So we'll go ahead with Canyon Rush, and essentially what you're doing here, you're trying to beat the time up here in the top right, and you're going to maneuver your ship through these green rings and pick up speed as you do it. Now, to add a little more excitement and to get a better score, we want to hold down on our thrust here. And as you can see, it becomes a pretty quick, tricky little game here. Not a whole lot to it, obviously. I mean, we are just trying to fly through these rings, and a little bit later we'll be trying to shoot some targets. But, you know, it's addictive. It's kind of a catchy little game. And I found myself thoroughly enjoying it, and again, later we'll be shooting at targets. Now, if you're more into the shooting side of things, let's head out here and take a look at the Conquest version. With the Conquest version, you're moving from island to island. As you can see, they're all connected, and you're shooting the enemies. Now, you know, the name of the game is Above and Beyond Air Combat, but frankly, there's not a lot of air-to-air combat to get started. So let me show you how this portion of the game works. Okay, so here we go. We're going to fly over to the island here. And what you should start to see in just a minute, slow down. You do that by hitting the button on the bottom. You have these different, basically like guard towers. They almost look like wind turbines. And you have to shoot them. And you have to shoot them before they shoot you. Obviously, they'll start shooting back in just a minute. And essentially, you need to take these out at each island. In this case, these islands usually have 3 or 4 of this type. And there you can see what an explosion looks like when I hit it. So, you know, for the first few islands, that's all you have. It's not till you get further along in the game that you start to have some different enemies to try to shoot, like boats and so forth. So this part of it to me is, you know, a little slower, a little more boring. These aren't too terribly difficult of a challenge. But I really enjoy the other gameplay option where you can fly through in the arcade version and fly through the rings and try to get the best time and that sort of thing. It makes great use of the accelerometer. It's really a no-frills flying game. 2 games in one, I'm saying. It's $2.99. Is it worth $2.99? That's up to you. Pricing in the app stores all over the place, so who knows. But that's a look at the gameplay for Above and Beyond Air Combat for the iPhone and iPod Touch. For the digitallifestyle.tv, I'm Ryan Ritchie.